Hey y'all, we're gonna make something fun today. We're gonna make some onion petals. I have a couple of big gorgeous Vidalia onions, so we're gonna do those a little later on. But for right now, we're gonna make the dipping sauce because it really needs to set for a little bit before you use it. So we're gonna make that and put it in the fridge and then come back later and make the petals. So we're gonna start out with about half a cup of mayonnaise. Not Miracle Whip. No Miracle Whip. This has to be for real mayonnaise. And I'm going to go ahead and measure so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay, so a good generous half cup of that. Okay. Where's my little scoopy thing? This will work. There we go. Okay. So then we're going to go in with about the same amount of sour cream, maybe a little less. Okay, so then we're going to use a big tablespoon of horseradish. Sorry, I lost everything there for a little bit. That's all the horseradish I got. But that is a little more than a tablespoon, so that should be good. Okay. So we can get any more out of there. No, I think that's about giving its all. Okay. Now we're going to use some smoked paprika. And this is pretty strong flavored. So we're not going to use a whole bunch of it. Maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. How about that? And I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Okay, that'll be about it on that. So a quarter of a tablespoon of smoked paprika. About the same amount, or actually a little more, of garlic powder. A good heaping fourth of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And a little bit of oregano. I don't want a whole lot, but it does do, it gives it a little bit of depth there. So let's do a little bit of oregano, just a little shake. Yeah, that's going to be plenty on that. And some onion powder. Just a shake on that, not a whole lot. A good shake on the black pepper. And maybe about a little shake on the cayenne. Now we're going to do a couple of tablespoons of ketchup. You can, if you don't want to use ketchup on this, you can use chili sauce, but I've just got some ketchup here, so we're going to do that. I was a little bit generous with those tablespoons there, so. So we're going to combine it all up. Now this, we're going to use this, like I said, for onion petals. But you can use it for a lot of things. This is a really good versatile dipping sauce. And it'll keep in the refrigerator for several days. So, taste it for seasoning. And I could do with a little more cayenne, but I probably shouldn't. Because other people will be eating this. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to put this in a container with a lid, nice tight fitting lid. Put it in the refrigerator. And we'll come back a little later in the afternoon and make our onion petals. So we'll show you that when we get there. You guys ready to finish up on these onion petals? So I have 2 vidalias. And we're going to go ahead and cut them. Cut the ends off on both sides because we're going to be cutting all the way through them, not like if we were just cutting a onion, blooming onion. We're going to be cutting all the way through these. Take all the paper skin off. On both of them. And if you heard that, we're having a hellacious thunderstorm. Okay, this takes a little bit of effort, not much. I just don't want to lose any of my onion. Because this is a very nice, firm, pretty onion. Both of these are, Vidalias are just, Vidalia season is a luxury in my book. As soon as I walk in the grocery store and I see the bags of Vidalias stacked up, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. So when I do have them, I kind of hoard them when it's getting kind of towards the end of the season, just because I just love them. Okay, all right, let's get rid of all this. All right. So you're going to cut your onion in half. Cut it in quarters. And then you're going to cut the quarters in half. And if you feel like that it's going to be too wide, you can do it again. And I think these, let's go ahead and do that. So here's your petal. You can make them wider if you want to, but that's a good bite-sized piece. Do this one the same way. And then your second onion. And again, if you want to leave the petals a little wider, feel free. They're however you want them. Okay, I'll cut that little tip off so we can separate these. All right, so we're going to put them in our bowl. And kind of toss them around to separate them. Just kind of pull them apart. And let me get this done and I'll be right back. I don't want to take your time with this. Okay, these are broken up pretty good. They're all separated. So let's start getting the breading on them. You can take a little bit of buttermilk, a little bit. Maybe a couple tablespoons. Just enough to get them wet. You don't want them drippy or drowning in the buttermilk. Just enough to get them moistened so that your flour mixture will stick to them. Keep running across ones I missed. Okay, see the texture of that? All right. Okay, we're going to put these aside for a minute. And I put a half a cup of cornmeal in my bowl. I just want the texture, the little bit of a crunch that the cornmeal is going to give it. So to the cornmeal, I have white lily flour, the all-purpose. You can use self-rising if you want. It's not going to hurt anything. And I'm going to do 2 cups of the flour. That's a little less than 2 cups, but that's okay. As long as we've got enough. Okay. And to our flour, we're going to add some black pepper, some salt, some sweet paprika. Remember, we put smoked paprika in the dipping sauce, so I'm just going to put a little bit of a sweet paprika in here. Some garlic powder. And some Cajun seasoning. And we're going to mix that up real good. And we're going to pour that over our onions. Just pour a little bit, see how they're doing. We may not need it all. Just make sure they're all really coated. A little bit more. Go ahead and put it all in there. Kind of work your fingers through it. Make sure they're good and coated. And see, you didn't put a lot of buttermilk, so it's dry. They're very dry. You don't want to put them in your hot oil wet, because it'll really do some splattering. Okay, now we're waiting right now for the oil to get hot. So when it's time to put them in, we'll be right back. We've got our grease heating up, so let's put a little onion petal in there. Yep, it's hot enough. So let's start putting our onions in the oil. This is just vegetable oil. So kind of shake off some of the excess and drop them in. We're gonna have to do these in batches because we don't want to crowd our pot. And don't stir them around a whole lot because we want our flour to stick to them as much as we can anyway. And these are not going to take real long. So let me get these cooking a little bit and I'll come back. Okay, I took the first batch out. Can you see how golden brown they are? So they're out. We're gonna put the second batch in. Looks like this is gonna be about 3 batches. Keep fluffing them around in there to keep the spreading on them. And then spread them out a little bit. So we're going to let this batch fry just like we did these. See how pretty those are? And we'll be back when it's time to take these out. Okay, the last batch is going in. So we wind up with 3 batches without overcrowding the skillet. Make sure you get all your little onions down there that are hiding. Spread them around. And here is our hot, crispy onion petals and our dipping sauce. So good. So good. I think the cornmeal added just enough crunch to the batter. I think I could probably eat this whole bowl. So, grab you some Vidalias or any sweet onion and make you some onion petals, or if you're feeling fancy, make you an onion flour. Make you some of the dipping sauce. This is really good. It's got the tang of the horseradish, a little bit of spice from the cayenne. It's good. It's really good. You can adjust the seasoning on that too. So try it. Let me know how you like it. Please comment how you like it. Please like and share this video. It's very important to help me get more supporters. I really need that. And I hope you enjoy your fried onions. See you later. Bye-bye.